on the beat.
Welcome to the platform of the truth of the matter. We are coming to you from Biafra Television, London. Today, we are discussing on the issue, the reasons why we want Biafra out of Nigeria. Religion and the social differences can be seen as two reasons why the people of Biafra want Biafra out of Nigeria. Therefore, the truth of the matter is going to discuss on this issue. Mr. Carlo Agu is here with me, going to talk on this issue and tell the world to understand the social differences in Nigeria between the North, the West, and the East, and the religious differences between the North, the West, and the East. And these issues are endangering the life of the citizens of Biafra. Therefore, because of that, the indigenous people of Biafra, we are going to talk on these issues as to reason why the indigenous people of Biafra want Biafra out of Nigeria. We have racial inequality, we have tribe, we have religion, we have language. So, this issue of racial differences is something that is happening and that is hitting the citizens of Nigeria and endangering the life of the citizens in Nigeria. Therefore, Mr. Carlo Agu, we have racial inequality, we have tribe, we have religion, we have different tribe, race, we have different languages in Nigeria, especially with the North. So now come to the value we share. Look at the food we eat, the mentality, appearance, how we dress, and all the rest of them. What do you have to say as to reason why we want Biafra out of Nigeria?
The reasons why we want Biafra, as we are discussing on this platform today, on the social and the religious factors, this is to be seen as the most fundamental in the existence of divergent ideological beliefs of a people that has been amalgamated in a contraption called Nigeria. The social imbalance is so wide, and the religious intolerance and difference is also very, very wide. Let me start from giving you an instance. Nigeria, as we see it today, is assumed to be a secular society. Yes. A secular society means a society whereby there is no predominantly one religion that is in place in that country. The social difference is very, very unbalanced, because one, if you come to the three indigenous people that make up the contraption called Nigeria, you see that in the North they have a centralized feudal emirate system in place as their value system. You go to the West, you see a semi-centralized monarchical system in place. Then when you come to the Biafra people, as an indigenous people, you discover that the Biafrans are Republicans. That is to say that the people that make up Nigeria have a different value system. That is to say, socially, they could not harmonize their differences and make up a single nation with progressive goals. Having said that, you come to the religious aspect, you see that under the fraudulent Nigerian constitution, which is assumed to be a secular constitution, but in section 260 section 264, you will see that there is a provision for Sharia. Specifically in section 261, it provides that the National Assembly of Nigeria, which is assumed to be a secular state, must sit in a session to deliberate and determine and select the Grand Khalifa of the Muslim religion in Nigeria. And this provision is not extended to the Christians or any other faith that is prevalent in that contraption called Nigeria. That is to tell you that the religious aspect of coexisting in Nigeria has already been disadvantageous to those who are not Muslims. So socially, you discover that Nigeria in a social form and a religious form does not give room for a cohesion of the people, of the indigenous people living in that contraption called Nigeria.
So thank you, Mr. Kalabu. Yes, coming to social differences we have in Nigeria, the way we appear, the way we present ourselves is quite different from those of them from the north. Our dress code is quite different from those of them coming from the north. The food we eat is quite different from those of them coming from the north. Our language is different from those of them coming from the northern Nigeria. The way we think, our mentality, the way we reason, the way we act, our actions are quite different from those of them coming from the northern Nigeria. The value we share as a people, the people of Biafra, we understand ourselves. The northern Nigerians, they understand themselves. Likewise the West. And there is no way you can put them together. They contradict each other on that. Living together causes a lot of problems in Nigeria. If you come to the north, they see Sharia above every other law. They see Sharia law supreme above any other law or laws that govern the citizens of Nigeria. Why the people of Biafra believe in common law. And therefore, there is no way we can share the same law. And in a situation where you cannot share the same law, that means that you cannot share the same country. You cannot exist as a nation. So this is the reason why the people of Biafra want to extricate ourselves from Nigeria, to ensure that northern Nigerians will practice their Sharia law, while the people of Biafra will practice their common law. So this is the reason why the people of Biafra cannot share the same country with Nigerians, or especially the northern Nigeria. The people of Biafra, we believe we are Republicans. And when we go to northern Nigeria and they reside there, to try to live together with them, when we go against or when we exercise our right as Republicans in their place, they will kill our people. Therefore, living together with the northern Nigeria, living together in Nigeria is a threat to the lives of Biafrans. Mr. Kalabu, do you still have any other thing to chip in on the issue of religion or social differences in Nigeria?
Yes, social differences in Nigeria against the Biafran people can be seen in many aspects. Like in Nigeria, mediocrity is upheld rather than merit. Why? It is because of the social system in Nigeria.
Social
because
differences, yes.
those who are the northerners, they believe that Nigeria solely belongs to them. So because of that, they always exhibit their nepotistic characteristic towards the Biafrans. That is the reason why you see a Biafran, he will be asked to score 150 scores in order to enter into a unity school, whereas a Fulani man is asked to score only 4. That is to tell you that there is a wrong social justice system for the Biafrans living in Nigeria. So because of that, we want to extricate ourselves from Nigeria. Secondly, the indigenous people of Biafra, we value life.
Of course.
We don't care.
Very, very
we
important.
don't like killing. It is against our norms. It is against our custom. It is against our value system to kill. That is the reason why in our language we say Mmadu. Mmadu means the beauty of life. That is what the name we give to human being. Human being means Mmadu. Mmadu means the beauty of life. So we cherish life. Because of that fact, we don't kill. But these people that Frederick Lugard amalgamated us together, they are people who like to see blood flowing every minute. These people, if there is an image of Prophet Muhammad drawn in Denmark, they will start to kill the Biafran people in Nigeria. If Osama bin Laden was killed in Pakistan, the Northerner, the Fulani, they start to kill the Biafran people. That is to tell you that socially, we don't have anything in common. So it will be better for us to live as neighbors, whereby we can transact on a mutually accepted and agreed terms, in order to avoid the waste of human lives. Since this contraption Nigeria was created by lumping together people who have different ideas, different value systems together, a lot of blood has been shed. So we are here today to tell the world, to tell the United Nations, to tell African Union that this shedding of blood, this shedding of Biafran blood, after the British gave Nigeria the weapons to commit genocide on the Biafran people, and at the end more than 4 million Biafrans died. And in 2017 we are here again telling the world to listen to reason. We are appealing to the world to listen to reason and conduct a referendum supervised by the United Nations and African Union, so that the people of Biafra will go peacefully without being killed on a daily basis. These are the things which the international community must look into, because when the people comes together and say we want to be free, it is the voice of the people that must be listened to, and not the voice of one man. Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Thank you, Mr. Carla. Yes, of course, the world should listen to the people of Biafra, to allow the people of Biafra to leave Nigeria, because we are not the same people. We are different people. We asked question, why there is no Sultan in Biafra land? We asked question, why there is no emirs in Biafra land? We asked question, why the people, the women of Biafra, they don't cover their hair, they don't wear hijab? That is to say that the people of Biafra are different people from the north, because the northern Nigerians, they have the emirs, they have the sultans, they wear, their women, they wear hijab. That means there is no way we can share the same country.
Never.
There is no way we can live in the same country. If anybody can answer this question, why we don't have emirs and the sultans in Biafra land, our women do not wear hijab, but in the northern Nigeria, they wear hijab, their women wear hijab, they have sultan, they have emirs. If you answer the question, then you should know that the people of Biafra should not share the same country with these people. Again, the people of Biafra, our law, the law we have, the law we believe in, the common law, why they believe in Sharia law. So if you look at these things, we should not share the same country. The religious perspectives and the social differences in Nigeria is a very big issue. Why the people of Biafra should extricate themselves, should leave Nigeria to avoid bloodshed, to avoid discrimination, to avoid nepotism and all the rest of them. We are coming to the end of this particular program. We hope that you will always be with us. Thank you.